you how you can figure out a product, okay? And I'm going to share you how you can figure out a supplier thing. So before that, I will be sharing you one thing. See, figuring out a product, figuring out a supplier, the method that I share is okay. Rest other ideas I will be sharing you to give an idea. Just to think what is famous in your own particular area. Start selling these products on Amazon. There is a demand. In your state, there can be a particular super duper product. I have a Kerala seller selling banana chips. I have a Jaipur seller selling Jaipur bed sheets. These guys are making really good sales. Okay. So now why did I got this thing means, see, this is Chikki. We call it Kalamata in Tamil. I am from Tamil Nadu, but I live in West Bengal. I really love eating all these chikkis. So, which is made of, what is it? Groundnut. But since I stay in West Bengal, I don't get this available very easily. So what I do, I just go to Amazon and buy this paper board brand dabba. I buy big dabba and consume it from here. So in a small break, I have this only. So now, since I live in West Bengal, I love banana chips. I don't get banana chips here, but I love banana chips. So I ordered from Kerala. How do I order it? I ordered from Amazon. There is a demand in other states. It can be because of two things. One thing, it is not famous in other states. Next, people who have moved from your location to the other location will be in demand of it. I am in demand of all these candies, all these banana chips, etc. So always selecting a product which is famous in your area will be really helpful, so that you can cover the demand of the other states. This is one small tip I have apart from the tips that I shared you. And I also believe in one thing. It's not about all these stats the tools are giving us. It's all about our common sense. How are we going to think and connect with the people? So figuring out a supplier is the same thing. Just ask yourself if there is any famous product in your area and if you can figure out a supplier. If you are in Kerala, try working out on some unique pickles. I know I have heard that there are a lot of Nambudris who make all those pickles, which is very famous. There is a demand for it. Try banana chips. If you are from Jaipur, work on Jaipur bedsheets. If you are from Kolkata, work on leather wallets. Soft toys is famous in Kolkata. Like this, figure out the product. I got one answer. Tirupati Laddu. Yes, actually you can also try that. Haldiram's Laddu, you can give a competition to that. Only one thing. Ramakrishna, please ask this question at the end. So we will be answering it out. I'll covering all these unique questions. Don't worry. So only one thing, whatever you are doing, you have to do it in a little special format, branding format, which I'm going to share it now. So these are some methods that I shared, but 90% of the people will fall in this method only, where we can figure out a supplier by using IndiaMart website. What is an IndiaMart website? IndiaMart website will help us in figuring out the manufacturers of the product and procure from them from low quantity. Just to go to IndiaMart, enter your product name, click on search. Once you click on search, you will get a lot of results. In the extreme left side, there will be business type. Try to select a manufacturer. Why manufacturer? A manufacturer will always give you the best price. How is the supply chain working? A manufacturer sends products to wholesaler, wholesaler to retailer, retailer to end customer. So obviously everyone is going to keep the profit. So figuring out a manufacturer, getting the products from him is the best way that you can do. Don't select wholesaler, retailer, but if manufacturer is not there, you can do it. Else, no need to select. Stick to manufacturer. Can we select exporter? So exporters are those who export products in very they're large quantities. So if you have a budget, you can buy large quantities. But what if I'm going to try with 10 to 30 pieces? I bet that I don't try with 100 plus pieces. I did all these mistakes. I still have one stock where I purchased nearly 500 plus pieces and all. That was my mistake. So I don't want everyone to do that mistake. Always try to buy 10 to 30 pieces. Give a try. If you have a budget, 100 piece max, not more than 100 piece. So if you go for exporter, they will be asking 500 to 1000 piece. So try to avoid them. But if you are figuring very good exporters who are okay for less quantity, please proceed. Can we buy imported groups? The answer is actually yes. Okay, but I'll be sharing my own personal experience and my own logics, my own personal problems that I faced in imported products. Each and every product in Amazon has one country of origin column. We have to enter the country of origin. No one is going to see all these. Yes, that's of course, only hardly 1% will see it out. So selling Chinese products, there are some of the problems that I faced was that one was quality. The quality was not good. And whenever the product got out of stock, I have to restock it again and again. While restocking, the consignment will take 1 month to 1.5 months to come. Okay, I got one box. Inside that there will be 100 piece. In the 100 piece, 10 piece will have damages. And in the 10 piece, the damages, I was not able to resell it properly. It was become a dead stock for me. Okay, so all these I was not able to repair. All these problems were there. And if there is any Indo-China problem, our consignment will not come properly. And like this, lot of physical problems were there for me. So it was in 2017 that I started my agency. So when I started working with my sellers, I came to know that most of my sellers, luckily I got only Indian make sellers. So they buy from India manufacturers or India. I mean, they are a manufacturer. After working with them, I could see that they are making good profit because the quality was really good. And they were able to bring lot of modifications. I would share you one example. I had one laptop seller. Laptop table seller. He was making laptop table in wood. Believe me, in the last 2 years, he has made a lot of modifications to the table by himself. Adding a track, adding a cup holder, adding a tab holder. Everything is doing, and it is one of the hot selling products. His account is making above 40 lakh sales. Yes, of course, through many products, but only this product is giving him one of the highest selling SKU. One secret that I saw is that modifications. Once you are dealing with the Indian manufacturers, you can do a lot of modifications. You can purchase in less. You can approach them. You can build a good rapport with them. So working on with Indian products have all these perks. But in reality, many people don't agree this. They will go and fall for China. And apart from all these things, I came to a position, after being a coach, I came to a position and I said that let me promote Make in India vocal for local products. And that's the reason I got featured in Hindustan Times also, that I support Make in India vocal for local products. Maybe since I am in this industry, I may be the right person to guide others. And by this way, we can actually enhance the Indian manufacturers also. Believe me, there are many products which are manufactured in India with good quality. But our mindset is simply like China means cheap. Chinese means yes, we can buy it in bulk. India is also doing equivalently great. Something that I can contribute to my country is something I feel through Indian products. I repeat again, all these are my personal things. Disclaimer. And I completely understand most of the things that we are using as Chinese spare parts. I don't say no. The AC that is running in my room has Chinese spare parts. The mic that I'm using has spare parts from China. We are not here to completely avoid them. We can't do it unless we are established. But to the maximum that we can try avoiding and go with Indian make products. I repeat again, this is my own personal opinion. It's up to you to select between the same. Thanks for the feedback. So if you want, I will add you one more justification also. I have launched a particular poll here. Just answer the poll. Just answer the poll. Which product will be you select? Jai Bharat. Super. So Indian make or Chinese make? Just share it. Okay. I just want to know if I am going the right track. Am I doing anything wrong? Okay, I'll end the poll. Of course, India, go local, grow local. The 97% of the population here have selected Indian make. I believe still we are a patriotic persons. Let's try our best. Again, I say, I'm not here to say you 100% avoid it. Try our best, we can work on it. So yes, and if you want to buy it from China, one of the best website that you can do is Alibaba website. You need an import-export code. But it has been a longer time that I've been working on getting all these products from other state. So I believe I started working with my majority of clients also. I started working with Indian make products only. So thanks a lot for the feedback. I don't know which feedback to read. I'm getting a lot of feedback. No, Alibaba is not bad. So you can figure out the right suppliers. How to figure out? You go to India Mart, you will have some tags, star supplier, trusted seal. These are some of the suppliers validated by India Mart itself. So you can try all these suppliers and you can approach them. How should we approach them? Very simple logic. Follow the same thing, whatever I'm saying. Don't message them. Don't communicate here and all. Just take a piece of paper, enter Bhatia Electricals, the name, and Acme India Links Private Limited, Popular Drawing, like this. Just mention the name, mention the state or city. Call them, ask what is the MOQ. MOQ means minimum order quantity. Ask them if there is any MOQ, and if they are like, yes, MOQ is that you have to buy 200 piece, 300 piece, skip the supplier, go for the next supplier. Call them and ask the quotation for the products. Like if you're planning to buy 20 to 30 piece, please get the quotation. And make sure that you are working on calling with 10 to 15 suppliers per product. Why 10 to 15 suppliers? Don't get compromised with one person. Call them, simply call them. See, they are here for business. Call them, don't feel shy and all. Call 10 to 15 suppliers, take a piece of paper, write it down there. After this is done, finalize 5 suppliers. And after you finalize 5 suppliers, simply call them and do a small bargain and see. We will be bargaining with all small shop owners and all, but we won't bargain with India Mart people. You will just get some fear. I repeat again, just try it out. Okay, no need of, of course, for 20 to 30 piece, they won't be reducing a lot. Just give a try. If they are reducing, well and good. Please proceed, get their pricing. Select only one supplier based on the best price point that you got. Only on the price point. Now, once you have finalized it, what else do you think is required? You have finalized the best price point. Your supply is finalized. Next step, what should be the next step? Any idea? Quality, delivery, something related answer, calculate. But you will calculate in kitna milega. The next work is super. Yes, sample. That is the correct word to use. Kevin got the correct answer first. Work out on sample. Don't believe him. Ask him sample. Sample is not free. Pay for the sample, get the sample, open the parcel, use it up. Once you are happy with it, purchase in bulk, else don't do it up. It's very, very important step. Many people will be shy or will skip it. Believe me, sample is must. Once you get the sample, once you're happy with the sample only, please go and place the order in bulk. So this is how the FBA works. You can send products to Amazon FBA warehouse, no minimum quantity required. Amazon takes care of all the process from shipping to packing. Products are picked from your location or your supplier location through Amazon Transportation Service, ATS, and it will be delivered to Amazon FBA warehouse. You can sit back and relax. Anywhere inside India, you can ship the products to your Amazon FBA location. This is how the FBA process works. I want to share about Salim Jain, who is a manufacturer and turned into a retail owner. His category is home decor. He figured out only one hot selling product. Of course, we listed many products on his account, but one hot selling product that we are making 4 lakh plus sales per month on Amazon only. This revenue is enough for you if you are making good profit to replace your existing job or business. Just type clap if you want to appreciate Salim Jain. We applied the Amazon e-crushing, this product research mantra, whatever I showed you right now, the exact product research mantra. Figure out many products, and we were able to scale only one product using the launch and scale method of e-crushing. And right now, one product is making 4 lakh plus sales. And this is the back-end screenshot of his account. Yes, we are making 4 lakh plus sales. So it's time for you to decide yourself whether you're going to say, I will find a product in my own way, or whatever the product that I'm having in my hand is the best product. Or you are going to find product in the right way. So I have one question for you. What did you learn from the session where I said about product analysis, figuring out the supplier, about the fulfillment modes, etc.? Right way. FBA. So what did you learn from the session of product analysis, figuring out the right supplier and the fulfillment modes available? FBA, excellent, good, right? Product research, learn the psychology. Don't go less than 100, super. Don't go for top 100 products to avoid competition. A structured approach to selling. India Mart, all excellent, super, perfect. Don't go for MRP products. Start small, super. How many of you have in your mind, like, why can't I do reselling of products? Reselling means, why can't I buy Clinic Plus shampoo? Why can't I sell Pampers diapers? Why can't I sell Tresemme shampoo? Something like that. How many of you got that question? Yes, yes, yes. So I will be answering that question. Okay. So I'm going to share you right now itself. As I said, most of the questions I try to cover inside workshop itself. Every week we enhance it. Still, if you got the question, don't worry. We will have the Q&A form. But believe me, now all your questions will go away. So as I said, the next problem many people have is that no branding. They don't know what is branding. But they'll be like, okay, now I shared a pigeon vegetable chopper. Why can't I buy the pigeon vegetable chopper and sell it on Amazon? Believe me, when you go for the branded products, I also did the same mistake. You won't make profit. See, these guys will give us only 10 to 12 percentage margin or maximum 20 percentage margin. Amazon is going to charge us referral fees, closing fees, FBA fees, that to this they are going to charge. Then how will we make profit? In the initial days, I have sold all these P&G, Hindustan Unilever products on Amazon, Flipkart, on all the sites. I did not make profit. I made sales. So avoid going for reselling because you won't make sales. When can I go for reselling? Only if you have a profit margin of 20 to 40 percentage. Okay, if you have 40 percentage margin, do reselling. Else, please don't do reselling. How to create my own brand then? That is what I'm going to share it right now. Many people think that, oh, manufacturers only can sell products, branded products on Amazon. They can only create branded products, nothing like that. And many people know when I say the brand, because I also started, whenever someone says branded, trademark and all, I will be like, oh, it's a very big topic. I am little scared. I'll come away. I'll step back from that location because I was unaware of it. And many people, believe me, I also did the same. I spent a lot of time, energy, wasting all my thing in selling someone else's brand. Why did I do it? I still don't know. So there's no way in building their brand, okay? And many people focus on short-term sales and profit. They're not aware like building brand is going to help them in the future also. And there is one more problem. If you're dependent on other brand and if the brand situation is shut down, that's it. All your money will be gone. Anyone knows about Libero baby diapers? Libero. Libero baby diapers. Have anyone heard this name? Yes. No. Okay. Yes. Mixed answers. Okay. So I was the distributor of Libero baby diapers in Chennai. Yes, they suddenly stopped selling. That's what I'm going to say. Suddenly they came and said that within 1 month we are going to close business operation in India. I don't know. Many are distributors here. You should be knowing it. If a distributor has stopped his business, he can't get the payments very easily from the market. You can't get the stocks also. It's very hard for us to get back the stocks, get back the payments. All my money has been stuck. That 1 month we were really struggling hard and it is a complete loss for me. But it did not affect me a lot because I started this business as a part-time business. I was doing e-commerce. I tried, okay, let me have another business. I did it. And it was a complete failure for me because I was dependent on other brands. So anything can happen if you're dependent on other brand. If the brand says, no, you can't sell on Amazon, you can't sell on Amazon. So brand owner can take that rights. So it's highly recommended to stay away from reselling, start your own brand. So once I say this, many people think you require a lot of money, you require a lot of documentations, and they think that only registered brands can sell on Amazon. Nothing like that. And many people think that if I'm going to create a brand, who will know my brand name? How will they buy it? They will ignore it, right? So all these imaginations also will come for them. Please understand, brand is for all business people. It's not just for big players. Even individuals can register a brand. Selling other brands cannot be a long-term success for you, especially in Amazon. So people love purchasing branded products. They get emotionally connected with the brands. Just to go and ask your old people in the family what coffee or tea they are drinking. They will mostly stick to it. You can't go and share them another coffee brand or tea brand very easily. They connect with that emotionally. And that is the reason most of our Indian ads are coming with an emotional touch of women, pregnancy, military touch. All these will come, helping farmers. All these are small emotional connection. So now I'm going to share you that emotional connection also, how you can do it on Amazon. So before that, I will be sharing you one process called GTIN exemption. Please pay attention. Legally only I'm speaking. What is a trademark means? You have to go and register your brand name in the government. It is called trademark. Okay. Trademark means I am going and registering brand on my government. It's called trademark. Is trademark necessary to sell on Amazon? No, it's not necessary. So when can I take a trademark? Start selling on Amazon. Once you feel that, okay, this business is working perfectly for me, then you can go and register a trademark. So I generally recommend, like, once you have crossed 1 lakh of sales, go and invest money on trademark. Where can I get a trademark? You can get a trademark on ClearTax, Vakil Search, etc. Approximately, it would cost you around 5,000 to 7,000 rupees. So if I don't have a trademark, how can I sell on Amazon? That is what I'm going to share it now. Even without trademark, how to sell on Amazon. So my team has shared the link on the chat box. All these links will be shared on the WhatsApp group also, and also to your email before 11 a.m. tomorrow. No need to go for generic Vidya. I have a solution for it. The concept is called GTIN exemption. GTIN means Global Trade Identification Number. Okay. Now, here you can come and select the category that you are planning to sell and select the brand name that you are planning to sell. Okay. So come here and say which category, which brand name you are planning to sell, and click on check for eligibility. So once you click on check for eligibility, it will navigate to this page saying that yes, you can start selling this product, but please submit the proof. Once I click on submit the proof, it is going to ask me the product name, whatever the product I'm planning to sell, and upload 2 images of the product and click on submit. Once you click on submit, in 5 minutes to 24 hours, less than 5 minutes you will get the approval, maximum 24 hours you will get the approval. Why are we doing it? What does GTN means? See, some of the products, if you could see top products, the back side you will have a barcodes. Yes, I have this particular product, you will have a barcode here. This barcode should be registered with government. You should have a barcode or you should have a trademark. But being a new seller, no need to waste all your money on this. So you'll come to simply location here where you will say Amazon, that Amazon, I don't have any barcode, whatever name you call. Many ask me this different question. Product ID, UPC code, ISBN code, whatever the code, it's not available with me. I'm going to say Amazon, it's not available with me. But I want to sell this particular category and this is my brand name. Click on check for eligibility. And in case you are facing any issues, please use our FP group. We will share you with the solution if you are facing any issues here. Few people may face. Okay, and I will submit the proof. It will be getting approved. Once I get approval, after 24 hours, I can start selling on Amazon. Okay, start selling means I can start listing the products in this particular category, in this particular brand name. Now, people ask me, this brand name should be same as my company name? No, it can be same, it can be different. And what if I want to sell another brand name in the same category? Repeat the same process. Books, another brand name. And this is category wise, not product wise. Once I have got the approval, lifetime enough. In books, once I got this approval, for lifetime I can use this brand name. For example, if I want to get approval for another category, I will go back to the same page here. Select another category, repeat the process. Whatever you need, repeat the process. That's it. So category, brand, everything, all these can be done and submit it for the approval. I'll share you the demo also. I will click in the top right help. Photo should be your product photo. Okay. I clicked on help and case log. It should be your product photos. 2 images. Minimum 2 is mandatory. Okay. So this I will be opening it out. This is a dummy account. On August 13th, 2:13 p.m., I applied for it. 2:14 p.m., I got the approval saying that you are being approved. Start listing your products after 24 hours. That's it. One type job done. This is called GTN exemption. Why is it required? If you don't have a trademark, and this is required. If you already have a trademark, you can do a brand registry on Amazon. We will be having we'll be sharing you the YouTube URL, youtube.com/newgenmax. Please proceed and just see the video if you already have a trademark. Why don't you have a trademark? Ram Ashok Kumar. You can have a brand name right now itself. RAK. That's your brand name. Figure out your brand name, immediately start listing. No need of any documentation. Just you can name it. RAK is nice name. You can start proceeding with RAK and sell your products. So don't invest on trademark. If you have a money, no. Please invest. I don't say no. If you don't have money, don't waste your money. So make sure that you are successfully scaling this business and then you are taking a trademark. For food products, yes, this is what I have to share you. Please pay attention. Please pay attention. Apart from all these documents, what else is required? Food products. It can be a pet food or a food consumed by us. It requires FSA license. Basic FSSA license is really sufficient. Food products require FSA license. Basic FSA license is really sufficient. Okay. If you are planning to sell chocolates, dry fruits, you require lab test certificates. Go to a lab in your area, share these products. They will do a lab test and share what is the pollutant, sodium, potassium, and they will be sharing you the results. It should approximately cost you 7,000 to 8,000 rupees. Okay, food products, either you consume, human consume or pet consume, require FSA license. Dry fruits, chocolates require lab test. Ayurvedic related products, Ayurvedic medicines like Chyawanprash or anything related to Ayurvedic medicines require Ayush license. Where to take all these license? Approach your auditor, clear tax or Vakil search. Okay. Kopini, you can answer it. Very simple. Green tea, black tea is a food. Many people are asking for whatever the food it may be. You require basic FSA license. Food means food, that's it. Dry fish is also food, right? So fish, it's a food. You require FSA license. I said basic is sufficient. Mark my words, no changes. Mark my words, food requires FSA license, basic is sufficient. Chocolates, dry fruits. Dry fruits means what? Cashew nut, badam, pista. Not dry fish and all. Dry fruits, FRUITS, require lab test. Ayurvedic products like Chyawanprash, etc., all those medicines require Ayush license. And if you're planning to sell gold, platinum, etc., you require hallmark and this certificates. Okay? And currently the restricted products are, please mark it out. COVID related supplies are restricted. You can't sell a mask, you can't sell a sanitizer, you can't sell a steam vaporizer. COVID related items are currently banned. Before it was open. Okay. Currently for a new seller, it's completely banned. So if you're planning to sell mask, sanitizer, you can't sell it on Amazon. Let me do a repetition. Okay. Food products require FSA license. Basic FSA license is really sufficient. Approximately it will cost you 1,500 rupees per year. Approach local auditor, Vakil search or clear tax. Chocolates, dry fruits like cashew nut, badam, pista, walnuts. These are the dry fruits. Only these are there. Require lab test. Approximately 7,000 to 8,000 rupees. If you are not able to figure out a lab, don't worry. Go to the bonus FB group. Stay till the end. I will share you the bonus FB group. Go and post your location. There are many people available who can help you with the labs. Ayurvedic medicines like Chyawanprash, etc. require Ayush license. Hallmark BIS certificate is required for gold, platinum, etc. If you are planning to sell mask, sanitizer, COVID related supplements, not allowed. Apart from this, whatever the questions that you are going to ask me, no means no. Nothing is required. Cosmetics, no. Electronics, no. Hair oil, no. In whatever format that you are going to ask, no means no. Painting, no. Ranjit, please reply no. What is it? Please reply no. I don't know. You ask the questions. No means no. Apart from these categories that I shared, mark my words. If you believe me, clothing, no. Is clothing a food category? Is handmade products a food category? I said food category require license, Ayurvedic medicines only. Stationery items, no. Very simple. Whatever you are asking, I won't see the chat. No. Only this requires license. Apart from this, nothing requires license. As on date, mark my words. Yes. Type clear if you got idea till now. Ranjit, I didn't even get your question. I'm getting your dots only. No means no. Food require FSA license. Basic FSA license is must. Beauty, whatever n number of category you're asking, no means no. You don't require any license. Grocery is a food category. Soaps is a beauty category. No means no. Please guys, understand. Please. Amma, my chat is filled. Understand? I said. If it's not clear, please wait for the Q&A. Okay? Okay. Now what you can do? At the end, we will share you the form. Post these questions. I'll call one by one because people are asking me like these questions like, notebooks require license. My question will be: is notebook coming under food and Ayurvedic license? You answer me. Okay, just type clear if it's clear till now. Just type clear. Perfect, perfect. Herbal oil don't require any license. It's not an Ayurvedic medicines. Go with the flow, please. At the end, we will share the Q&A form. Please ask the Q&A form. And also, we'll be having an FB group. Please use the FB group. Super, perfect. Now, which one will you buy? I'll launch a poll. Thanks, Navesh, for understanding. Yes, I share it, even I spoon feed it, but at this point, I get nearly 90 plus comments. People ask same question only, beauty soap. I said no means no, but they don't believe me. That's a sad point here. So which product will you buy? Please share the answers. So this is called traditional mindset, where I say very clearly no means no, but people won't believe. So you have to come out of that traditional mindset also. Fine. I'll end the poll. I'll share the results. The majority of people have selected option 1. Any specific reason that you have selected this option 1? For those who have selected option 1, any specific reasons? Because of the package? Yeah, I got your answer, Navi. Presentation, well packed. Branding, yes. When it comes to branding in Amazon, it's not about anything, it's just about packages. See, as I said, there is no even need of any trademark. How you will stand outside of the crowd? Packing. Simple. Once you have all these packing, proper photo shoot, people will start loving the products.